So if somebody has difficulty with writing, they may have a difficulty with illustrating or art. Many years ago, we did cave art. We used chalk art. We don't necessarily have to do that anymore. So we want to make sure that our students, again, are not having this fine motor issue as a barrier to them accessing the curriculum. So how can we show our knowledge in an alternative way? There are a lot of illustration alternatives online, and one of them that's really fun is called autodraw.com, and it is free. You start drawing. It actually has artificial intelligence built into it. So you start drawing an image on the screen and it guesses what it is that you're drawing. It does not have to be a very detailed picture. So for some of our students who are not good drawers, it will start picking up what it is that they're trying to draw. And it usually gives you a list of, like, I don't know, maybe up to 50 images, and they can click on the image that it is supposed to be. And then you can fill it in, you can save it, you can put it in a PowerPoint, you can print it, whatever assignment you're working on, you can apply it.
So this is the same video we saw before, but look at how they used blocks in Minecraft to illustrate the different organelles of the cell. You can have students go into Minecraft and build whatever thing it is that they're trying to illustrate. If you can make it out of blocks, think of Minecraft as virtual Legos. So they can use virtual Legos to create an image for you.
So think about art class, tech ed class, FACS class, even science and history class. Pixel art is a little bit similar to Minecraft in that you are building on virtual graph paper. So it is block designed. This link takes you to the spreadsheet that you can create these images in. This is an example of an assignment that was in Tech Ed where they had to design a house. Some of my students that are in the self-contained autism class and the self-contained intellectual disabilities classroom cannot draw a house, but they were able to click on a square and designate a color. So they were able to build a house in pixel art. There's lots of different illustration alternatives, including word clouds that students can do. Art for Kids Hub is a great step-by-step drawing site. This is an example of using shapes in Jamboard to create different images. So this obviously is an ice cream cone, but they do assignments like this actually in middle school in the FACS class. And obviously in elementary school, creating different things like this in the art class room or illustrating different stories. PowerPoint Draw is really fun to use on the screen. And then Canva also has a lot of different options as well for illustration. And they have fun GIFs that you can pull in and different stickers and that sort of thing.
A big library of images that have already been made that kids can just pick and pull in.
Quiver is another great way to engage students with art. By coloring in these images, you use an iPad app called Quiver. You hover over the picture and the picture becomes a 3D image. So I've seen kindergarten teachers use this where the 3D image comes to life, if you will. And then there are audio features that tell you about, this one was the plover bird. So it's actually fun. The kids are very engaged with it.
This is a big Padlet of resources that some of the CFATs put together during professional development that were suggested by teachers just like you. And what we did was we checked under the is it approved in LCPS, we checked in SharePoint and in the student software catalog and made sure to note in each post whether or not the recommended website or software or tool was approved for LCPS use or not and what conditions it is. I find that that's a good place to start if you're looking for a new resource, and you can browse by subject in it as well. You can also look at the hidden in plain sight if you want a more curated list than just the entire EdTech catalog. But then you don't have to worry about whether or not it's approved in LCPS because you've already looked it up in the catalog. So what we would like you to do is make your own playlist with the resources we've given you, or your own resources. Make a list of different tools that a student could use to show you how they've mastered a particular subject.
And I think just thinking about the whole purpose in this is making sure that we understand that not being able to perform handwriting is a fine motor deficit. It is a barrier. It's just like, someone who can't walk, someone who can't hear. And we need to come up with alternative strategies so that it's not a barrier and it's not frustrating for the student.
Thank you very much for listening. This is Katie Robertson from Specialized Instructional Facilitator for Assistive Technology team.
And this is Dr. Debbie Schwind, OT in LCPS. Thank you so much for listening.